hit the thing so we can do this.
3 up.
And 3 down.
All right, here we go. Orioles go 2-4 for the week. Oh, Ryan, you're playing along with us? Is that the plan?
Yep.
All right, very good. Orioles go 2-4 for the week. Let's take a look at 3 up and 3 down. I guess that means we begin with the up because that was the lesser of the two this week. My number 3 is the aforementioned Trevor Rogers. And legitimately, when I sat down to do this last night, I said, now I can't even remember which wasted start was Trevor Rogers this week. Of all of the wasted starts, which one was Trevor Rogers? It turns out it was Friday night when they pulled him at 88 pitches and everybody got their panties in a bunch. He said afterwards, he had kind of emptied the tank in the 7th inning, so he was suggesting he couldn't have gone back out there. Then somebody tweeted at Jim Palmer, and it was just a whole ordeal.
And Jim Palmer was like, I would have pitched in the
At
80 years old, I would have pitched in the 8th inning.
And he would have thrown the game 2 of the doubleheader.
Yeah.
It's just a different world. But yeah, Trevor Rogers, number 3. He was great on Friday night. Oh, we want Ryan to go next.
Yeah, go
All right,
Ryan.
I'll go pitcher too. I'll go Shane Baz. So
It just wasn't great yesterday.
2 runs in 10.
I hear you.
Defense didn't help him in Boston.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I think I looked at that not too long ago. He has like the most runs compared to earned runs. Like this defense constantly lets him down. It happened in the Boston game, the first game back. So I feel like you gotta shout out pitcher because my other 2.
I agree with you. He put 8. Yeah. He put 8 guys on base over 4 1/3 yesterday. He could not make my list for that. Not a chance.
Yeah, he didn't make my list either. He also contributed to those errors as well.
That's true,
so like
too.
that was part of it. Trevor Rogers. I had to leave one of those 3 great starts off. I ended up leaving Brandon Young off my list.
Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know how you could leave Bradish off.
I hear you.
Rogers is my number 3.
Because to me, Bradish wasn't the story of that game. The story of that game was they scored 4 runs in the first.
I mean, I think it's this. Well, yeah, maybe, but it's also that he's the stopper. Like this was a have to have it
Rogers
game
is
on
really
Wednesday
bad
night.
In that context, sure, but he didn't really prove to be anything more than that because they turned around and kept losing. He's the guy that's off my list.
I mean, yeah, but then they could have. I mean, they could have.
Number
like a 4
2,
or 5 game losing streak.
Number 2, Christian Encarnacion Strand. He OPS'd over 1,300. What do you want to say? Christian Encarnacion Strand, number 2.
I'll go for my number 2. I actually had Dylan Beavers. I decided to give it to him.
Man, he was a 2-time man of the match last week.
He's got 3
Both
RBIs,
wins.
and the 2 came in the win against Boston, and the other one was the walk-off against Atlanta. He's actually steadily rising. He was at like 220-something. Now he's at 248, I believe, so he's hovering towards 250. I think
Batting average matters.
Ward's going to go soon, so it seems like he might be the best batter in the outfield, which sounds insane to say, but that's kind of where we're at.
What a depressing sentence.
Oh, he looked really good at the end of last year. If he's coming back, if his eye is coming
I hope
back.
Dylan Beavers is.
Anyway, Bradish is number 2 because I mean this is a team. He was facing a team that had won 15 in a row, and he found a way to completely silence the hottest team in baseball.
To me, the story of the game.
In a game you had to win. You had to win one of those games in Boston.
Brandon Young is number 1. And by the way, at this point, might be overtaking the race for most valuable Oriole. He might legitimately be number 1 on that list at this point. Like, it's insane. Well, I don't know. 3 up and 3 down is not a good way to value most valuable Oriole.
He would be my MVO right now, and if you give him another 3 points, he'd still be behind Basallo, Rutschman, and Alexander on your list.
Well, I don't know, man. It's really getting into that territory of Brandon Young.
He would be number 1 for mine, though.
Number 1. Ryan?
For my number 1, I'll actually take Encarnacion Strand, of course. 3 he's led the teams in hits, homers, and RBIs. He's got 9 hits, 3 homers, 9 RBIs since we came back. I think we were all pretty depressed when Blaze got injured. Like, what are we going to do? And he just comes up and fits better. He fits like a glove. He kind of fits in seamlessly, and he performed at a high level. So to me, he's definitely the one.
I hope it continues.
He's my number 1 as well. I mean, this was maybe the best week of any Oriole the entire season. Like, he drove in 9 runs. I mean, he kept them alive in these games when that they should have won and kept finding ways to lose. But when he was the sole proprietor of offense at times, it felt like. So yeah, Encarnacion Strand is my number 1. So a little bit out of nowhere.
To the down list, this one, this is maybe the worst down list of the year. Number 3 is Leody Taveras, who went 1 for 17 for the week. 1 for 17. It might have been Paul Valley from the Bat Round who said, "Is this the worst outfield in baseball?" And he might very well be right about that. Taveras, number 3.
I too have Leody Taveras as my number 3 down.
Good
Again,
job,
1 for
Ryan.
17. It actually sucks because the past few years, Elias has been making bread and butter with these 1-year free agent signings. As Laureano last season before we traded him. Aaron Hicks, we had Aaron Hicks for a little bit, so it seemed like he could always get some, outcast free agent, plug him in, and the guy would perform. And it looked like Taveras was going to be that guy, but 1 for 17. He's really we talked about how outfielders were streaky. He's really down as of late.
Taveras, I guess, I don't know. You make good arguments for him moving on the list. He's not on my list. Dean Kramer's my number 3. He was not good in the doubleheader on game
right
1 of the
about that.
doubleheader. He labored through 6 innings. So I guess that's the positive. He gave you 6 innings, but he gave up 6 runs, and they were never in it. So
I don't want to pile on these guys, but to me, unfortunately, it was just such the story of the week that I had to make the catchers number 2 and number 1. I had no choice. Sam Huff is 2. Trump is number 1. It was just the biggest story of the week. Not that there weren't others, but the biggest story of the week was you got 1 total hit from your 2 catchers combined. Huff 2, Trump 1.
For my 2, I went Dean Kremer. Same as what Griffin said. 6 runs, 6 innings. So pretty much,
4 in the first. Yeah, like it was just.
Yeah, it was an ass kicking.
The worst pitching performance of the rotation so far. Kind of just had to give it to him there.
Rico Garcia was my number 2. He's still, as we kind of mentioned, he's pitching still kind of efficiently, except where he just has to give up 1 home run each inning, and that's what he did over the weekend against Atlanta. Blew 2 saves. So he wasn't in the 9th inning, but they still go in as blown saves. Not good.
How does that work?
Well,
Anything
because
that comes up as a save
because
situation,
if he had
that's
gotten through it,
stupid.
he would have gotten a hold, and then
That's
if he
does
does what he did, it counts as a blown save.
That's a
So-
bad. That's a bad stat. That's a bad.
Well, the stats are what they are, and that's what they. So 2 blown saves. And then my number 1, Chadwick Tromp, just because he had more at bats. So
Yeah.
and his ABS challenges were bad over the weekend too. Like the terrible,
Well, not
terrible.
on Friday night.
from
On
the
Friday
catcher.
night, they were very good, and then
The rest of the weekend, then he got all cocky and
Yep.
Yeah, my 1 went to Chadwick Tromp as well. Just more at bats. Also the fact that it's more of what it represents because Creed Willems was just in the program not that long ago, and he's an option. And he even mentioned, "Hey, I'll play anywhere." So I don't know what the options are looking at with him, but I'd certainly after
2 hits yesterday in Norfolk.
After this,
Or with Norfolk.
I think we'd all collectively take Creed Willems.
I've heard a
catcher.
lot about that. Let's not pretend like a guy that's OPSing 770 in AAA is.
Okay, so you want to continue to see Sam Huff
Yeah,
bat in the
I
9th inning
understand
or
what
the
you're-
11th,
I
whatever it
understand
is.
what you're saying, but making it seem like it's obvious that it should be Willems.
These guys are nothing though. That's
Yeah,
other
there's
than, other
potential.
than that they believe they can actually catch in a major league game, and I have no idea where the Orioles are with whether Creed Willems can do it or not. What you're saying, there's 2 different arguments here. The argument of there's no way it can be worse is an easy argument to make. It's just not actually true. It could be worse. I'm not saying it would be, and it's not, to me, the evidence isn't so overwhelming that you have to have it be Creed Willems, that this is an embarrassment. It's the unfortunate part of the situation that you're in.